Alright guys, I know you didn't like the other video I did about the 5 things that I don't use or I don't think people are going to use on a normal basis on the Model 3. So of course I had to make another video about 5 things I love about the Model 3. I do love the car. It's probably the coolest car I've had up to this point in my life, which has been a lot of cars. So if you like it, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and comment with any questions below. Alright, here goes.
All right, so the car charger, yes, there does come one built in that you have to actually plug in, but there's numerous aftermarket ones that, so with these new phones, Apple and Android, you can just lay it down on there and they'll do the charging that way. So it's a modification, but it's something I really love. I use every single day. I just really think that they should have made this one of the initial things they put in on the car. But I mean, I know they did a little charger with the port you could plug it in. But anyway, that's my number one. It's my first modification that I made on this car. This is a Nomad pad, by the way, and I got another video on that if you ever want to check that out. All right, my number two thing that I love about the Tesla Model 3 is all these things you get here. So obviously, if you don't know about this, it'll make sounds, and you can just go crazy and add on all kinds of stuff making sounds on that. So the kids love that. And then we also have draw. You can draw. If you didn't know this before too, you can just fill it with a color and then change the color and dry out different kinds of color patterns. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see, cowbell. So when you're driving down the road, you hit the stalk. You see another video, I'll pop the card up on that, how that works. And then let's see, you're on Mars, you're on the the Mars rover and moving around. It doesn't really change much because it's Mars. And then we come back to a spaceship when we come out of that. That's cool, right? Let's see here, fireplace. There we go. Little fireplace, a little mood action. Warms up the seats. Pretty neat, right? So, and then finally, we've got the Atari. So we've got all kinds of cool games we could play here, right? So, and this was with the most recent update that I got before. I didn't have hardly anything. So you can sit here and play these Atari games if you're, maybe sitting out in the parking lot waiting on your kids or something at school, things like that. So it's having a little time loading. There we go. So push start. Start. Cool. So anyway, it has all these Atari games. Yeah, I think you can control it with the things here. And move your steering wheel to move things around. So move your steering wheel moves around. Anyway, that's my number two thing that I love about the Tesla Model 3. All right, one of the main reasons people like to drive a Tesla is because of the Autopilot feature. And so, the vehicle practically drives itself. You don't have to accelerate or put the brake on or steer or anything. Same thing goes for Navigate on Autopilot. Put these two together. Navigate on Autopilot is slightly different. It'll go ahead and take you to your destination highway to highway. So it won't do back roads or anything just yet, but it's a pretty cool feature to have. It's definitely the best one I've used. I have the Volvo, and I use the Pilot Assist on that a lot, but this one is far more advanced. I don't think there's much argument about that. So yeah, Autopilot and Navigate on Autopilot are great features to have on the Tesla, and I would imagine that most everyone who has a Tesla and has this feature uses it daily. Short and sweet, the torque. Most people who have not driven a Tesla don't realize the torque that's involved in this thing. It's just monster fast. It's ludicrous fast, as a matter of fact. You got to drive one to know what I'm talking about. There's tons of videos on this. All right, so getting a Tesla means that there's no reason to buy gas, right? And it's one of the main reasons, other than the torque, obviously, that we get these electric vehicles, the Tesla in particular. This long range one I have will hold a charge and get you about 325 miles on a full charge. And so you can use a regular home outlet, or you can get upgraded to a 50 amp. And this one here that I have installed in my house, you'll see here on the video, it's going to go from about 3 to 5 hours on a regular outlet, 5 miles an hour, sorry, added to your battery, to with the 50 amp, it'll go all the way up to a good, supposedly 30. I think the most I've gotten is about 28. You'll see it go up here to about that number here on the video. And the good thing, of course, about having an electric vehicle and a Tesla in particular is there's a vast network of superchargers, which again, I don't really use because it's my daily driver, so I can charge when I need to at home. But if you're taking a trip, you can plan ahead by mapping out where the superchargers are. In fact, it'll do that for you. There are other places to charge too. Charge Point is another one, and they'll let you charge for free for the first hour usually, and then it's just pennies on the dollar after that. So obviously, no more gas is a huge, huge benefit to owning a Tesla, and that's one of the main reasons that we get this thing. All right, the last bonus thing here is a few things. The styling, I really like the styling of it. And of course, you can modify it to make it how you want it to look. The safety, it's an extremely safe car. There's a Sentry mode. You know, you can have recording all around your car, as well as the dash cam. So those are all bonus features that I really love about it. All right, guys, please subscribe as always and comment with any questions or anything else down below. Thanks.